welcome back. If you're considering some new houseplants for the fall, why not step into the wide world of rare houseplants? That's right. Thank you, audience. Joining us with tips for keeping those rare plants alive, I've missed her. Give it up for Shayla from the Plant Penthouse. Hi, Shayla.
Hi, Jason. How are you?
I am well. I have missed you. Happy fall. How you doing?
I'm doing well. You know, as you can see, I've switched up my background a little bit here.
I know.
Just in time for your 8th season.
And thank you. And we've switched out ours. I have a new little blue background here. So yeah, well, okay, let's get started. When the producers told me about this, because I've told you this, I grew up, my mom, the Dar, loved plants. But what do you mean by rare houseplants?
What I mean by rare, the ones that you wouldn't typically find in your big box retailers, although you can, which I'll tell you about a little bit later. Much like art collectors, there's this whole kind of exotic houseplant collecting community that's developed, and it's really taking off here locally. And so I'm typically, a plant baller on a budget, but I've dived in on a small scale that I'll tell you about.
Shayla, why are they rare? Is it because of locale? Is it because of availability? Is it a combo of all those things?
Yeah, it's really a combo, and it comes down to the variegation, and that's the one that I really dived into recently. For example, this is a Monstera, where I'll have a more common Monstera deliciosa behind me. This one is a Thai constellation, and what makes it rare, I feel like I'm doing one of those YouTube videos, but as you can see, it is the variegation. And interestingly enough, what makes it rare is the discrete markings or colorings are actually the result of a genetic mutation.
So that's the way it's supposed to look. That's not dehydration. That is the color scheme that it's supposed to be.
Exactly. So what happens, at the genetic mutation, it affects the chlorophyll production. So for example, the most common one is chimeral variegation, and that causes some of the plant tissue to produce, only some of it will produce chlorophyll, some of it won't. And so, for example, here is a philodendron pink princess. And so where there isn't the chlorophyll, you're getting that pink tone. And so you can really get them where they produce pinks or kind of yellowish tones or white. For example, this is a white pink princess, and that one has some of those white coloring there.
I like that. Can we see that pink one again? I like that. That's like a flamingo, that's like a...
Hey, this is great.
Yeah.
Yes. So this one actually was my biggest wish list plant. This one is from Northland Botanical. And yeah, it's just a small little guy, and then it'll continue to grow into a nice big plant.
Are these, and I want to see if you have any more, but I want to ask a general question. Being rare, are they hard to take care of? Because I think I speak for the audience. We like the beauty, but we don't want a high maintenance plant. Yeah, thank you. Are they easy?
Yeah, I would say that they are with the right tips. So a few things is because there is the variegation, they do require more light. So for example, these are not one that you're going to want to put in your bathroom or in a dark corner with no lighting. You really want to make sure that they are able to absorb sunlight. So light is huge. Another thing that's really important is watering. One thing that I've noticed is some of them can be, little princesses and not like a lot. So what you're going to want to do is be able to maybe use distilled water or just be able to check the soil just to make sure that they're not sensitive to minerals.
Got it. So it's just a matter of figuring out the lighting issue, how much water. Just so it sounds like it's basically what you would have to do with a normal plant.
Exactly. And along with that, with pests as well, just making sure, since you are doing an investment with these plants, to be able to look at them weekly, wipe them down. I typically, if I notice anything, can use a bonide spray, but really just consistent maintenance is the key for these plants. Even down to, I have one that I thought of you for. This is a mojito plant. Specifically, this is a Syngonium mojito. So back to our herbs and garnishes.
Are they expensive? I mean, generally, are the rare? I mean, when you think of rare, rare clothes, rare furniture, rare dowels, that usually means expensive. Are these expensive typically? More expensive?
I would say they can span expensive. I've seen some go for up to 15 grand and more.
Oh!
The ones that I've selected, however,
The entire front row is passed out.
Check both. Check for both.
Yeah. Can you find these generally? Last question. Can you find these generally everywhere where you find plants, Shayla?
Yeah, so I love shopping local, especially when it comes to rare plants, just to make sure that you're getting a quality plant. So a few that I like to go to, Lost in the Forest, Northland Botanical has an amazing shop. Planty Queens, they are super knowledgeable when it comes to these rare house plants. Also, a wild card, check out Facebook. There are groups like the Minnesota Big Box Store Plant Finds, where you can find them sometimes in, big box stores. And lastly, I am a master gardener, and we are having a fall houseplant sale on October 8th at the Ridgedale YMCA. And so there we will have over 1,000 indoor common plants and also rare plants. And I'll be there and many other master gardeners to answer your houseplant and rare plant questions. So there are multiple ways to dive into the trend locally.
I love it. Shayla, I'm glad you're back. I missed you. Happy fall, sweetie. We'll see you soon. Shayla, everybody, for more information, go to plantpenthouse.com. We're going to take a break. We'll be right there. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Back in a moment.